Hello dear friends, welcome back to Sparkle with Jyoti. Hope you're doing good. It's peak winter now. It's extremely cold and chilled here, and today I want to talk about 7 things which you will need if you have got admission in Sweden, if you're coming here to study, and you are wondering like what are the things you should look forward to or what to expect. So today we are going to address that, and if you're interested, then please keep on watching. And one more thing before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel, which encourages me to make such wonderful videos for all of you. And now without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing what I want to talk about is that you do not have to buy everything new. Yes, money is essential, and of course if you are coming as a student, you do not have an income as such. So there are like multiple ways in which you can save money, and ideally you should save money. So there is no need to buy new. In case you need jackets or like winter jackets or autumn jackets, if you need some gloves or shoes, try to look for secondhand shopping or shopping on a Facebook marketplace is huge here in Sweden, and everybody vouches for that. It's completely good material. It's not that ragging and bad or type of stuff available. It's very much in good condition to be used, and people do value that and appreciate. They don't even if they sell second hand, it doesn't mean that it's torn and in like a bad, so that you cannot use that, but definitely it's in very good condition. Me myself have bought so much of items, furniture, clothes, and not like very intimate clothes, but definitely I have got like kids clothes, I have got furniture, I have got toys as well, second hand. And you just need to choose and see. There are a lot of options. You can buy online as well as offline. So there is multiple second hand dedicated stores available in Sweden, which are like available in several places where you can just visit and look for yourself, and they are available also at cheaper prices, and also your purpose is solved. Sometimes you can just find gem of material, and that you can use for very well, you can use it for a longer time. So keep that in mind, and look for second-hand shopping. So next point is little bit controversial, but nonetheless I want to address it. It's about if you want to enjoy like a glass of wine or a beer. Of course, you're coming in colder countries, and having a glass of wine or beer is extremely common here. But entire alcohol industry is governed by the government. So you don't find how we have in India or other countries alcohol easily available. So even if you sit in a restaurant, and you can order a bottle, but you need to finish it there. You cannot buy a bottle and take home. But of course there are Systembolaget stores, dedicated stores for liquor available in Sweden. So but you have to make sure that you plan it in advance, because these stores are not open 24 hours, and these stores are really you need to plan accordingly. They're closed on Sundays, and even on Saturday they are just open like half day or so. So if you want to enjoy like a few drinks with your friends, plan ahead and purchase, because alcohol in Sweden is not at all cheap. It's really expensive, and it makes sense if to buy from Systembolaget, because they have low prices, and that can help you. So yeah, this is another tip. Next point is about failing an exam. It's usually when back at our home countries like India or other Asian countries where we are from, usually failing a test or failing a class or exam is such a big deal, and we are completely terrified about it. हम लोग को बहुत डर लगता है. So this is another thing which you can look forward to, because if you fail a test or fail an exam, it's not considered to be like the ultimate thing. You can resubmit your paper up to 3 or 4 times, and even if you fail that, it's not going to be permanent on your academic record. You can definitely till the time you submit your paper and pass in it, it's not going to be like the full and final. So that is a complete relief. So you can that's the reason education here is like a different style. So they encourage you to have your own thoughts, your own ideas onto the paper, and have your own opinion, because usually we are just used to like to buy hard things. Even I have come from the same environment, so to buy hard things, and if you forget something, then you're like so panic, and that is the disadvantage of by hearting. So अगर आप अपने मन से अपना opinion और अपने thoughts लिखते हैं, तो of course you are completely in control. But अगर आप just by heart कर रहे हैं and just mugging it up and writing it on a paper, it will definitely not be good. This is another thing which definitely will help you and give you you can even enjoy your studies, because you don't have like a strict something sitting on your head. And next point what I want to talk about is about the cash. Since all of you know that Sweden is completely cashless, and there are very very small stores, and I think very small places which really accept cash. Otherwise everything is cashless. You can use cards, you can use Swish, which is downloadable on your phone, and you can use that. There is a bank ID connected to your personal number, and these all getting in place, all these things takes time. So after you come back, after you come here to Sweden, you have to apply for your person number. That takes a little bit of time. You have to get your ID card in order to open a bank account. So make sure that whatever card you're using back home, get an extension. Inform your bank that you'll be using it in other places as well. And because if you carry cash, it's not going to be useful for you. And even if you change the currency and take it from forex bank here, it's not going to be helpful at all, because cash is not that much used here. So try to be prepared in that way, and because it takes time. Remember the incident when I tried to open a bank account. There are banks like SEB, there is Nordea bank, there's Swedbank as well here. So I was unaware, and I just went to a bank directly and I asked them to open my bank account. But that day they didn't open my bank account. They said that they have to check my credentials, my history and everything, and they will update me. They will call me or maybe email me later on and update me whether I am eligible to open a bank account or no. And they called me and I was not going to wait for so long. I had other things or other money which was going to come in my account associated with that account, so I was not going to wait for them. So I just went and looked around, and SEB I think is the most friendly bank here, and I went there and opened my bank account. It took me not much time. It just took me a couple of days for them to open, and it was done. And I got a call after 15-20 days from these Nordea bank accounts saying that you are not eligible and we are not able to open your account. I don't know what is the criteria for eligibility, but this was the case. So I don't want this to happen to you, so just putting it out there, and do keep this point in mind. Moving on, the next point is about the darkness in Sweden. I mean, it's I think you all must have read before coming here, obviously, or taking admission, but it is real. Reading or learning about it and actually experiencing the darkness is a completely different thing. I didn't know that this is the case here. So mostly it is dark for example, say September, October till March, April. It is going to be dark. It's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of cloudy weather outside, and sun shines very rarely. So it's very important for you to be prepared and try to create an environment which will be suitable to you as well as your brain. We all know, and if you have read, some studies show that how important sun is for your mental health, for your overall well-being, and for your physical health as well. So it's very important to understand this point and try to make a friendly environment around you. Maybe buy some candles, maybe scented candles preferably, and just keep in the room, make some environment, have these kind of lights, or maybe have a warm cup of hot coffee or hot chocolate. Try to engage yourself and keep yourself busy so the darkness doesn't affect your mind. And also try to move outdoors, at least have a walk in a day or be outdoors. That also helps you to balance your mental health and makes you feel good. So yeah, if you don't have you don't have to bring all these things from India. Candles definitely are available here. So there are some stores like IKEA store, of course, is there. There is also a store called Lagerhus, who they have very affordable types of stuff available for you. There is also, if you are looking for cosmetics or daily essentials like toothpaste or deodorant or comb, so you can also go to a store called Normal Store. They have multiple stores across the city, so you can get from there as well. But yeah, be prepared. Next point, of course, how can I forget, is about Swedish. If you don't feel confident enough about your Swedish skills, or the language, it's okay, but don't try to be in that zone. Of course, if your education or university doesn't need Swedish, it's okay, but if you're living in Sweden, very important for you to learn Swedish or be aware of the common terminology or what are the common words, the basic kind of conversational level. If you know, it will be really good for you because everything is in Swedish. If you're traveling in the trams or buses, the announcements will be in Swedish. People like the first response, the first reaction, or is in Swedish. So it is very important for you to understand this and accept it, because of course in overall Europe they have their own languages, and if you go to Germany, there's German. If you go to France, like Paris, there's French. But these guys, they take their language very seriously, and even if you are studying in English, it's always good to know Swedish and it will be easier for you to find your way around and make friends, or even if you're going to shops or for shopping or for traveling, it is a very useful skill to have. So don't worry, they have Swedish classes here. So if you have a university education, if you're studying like Monday to Friday, but they have like distance or classes like on Saturdays or on weekends, so you can go and study there. So try to inculcate that, try to do that, so that by the time you pass out, if you don't get job in your field by speaking English, then you can always apply for jobs which are in Swedish as well. So keep that in mind. Here we are. Last but not the least point is about festivals. These guys, they take their festivals and holiday periods pretty seriously. So if you have to plan your vacations or plan your like travel back to India, or your vacations, then you can plan around these times. They don't have many festivals like us Indians, but they do have a couple of festivals which they really take seriously. Like for example, Midsummer, it's celebrated widely and really, I mean on a larger scale. So that is like holiday and festival means they don't do anything and they are into that holiday spirit. Even when the summer, the approaching of the festival is also a period to be considered, because they are not in the mood to work. Or if you're looking for any official work, or if you have any work with Skatervaket or any other government place, then keep all these things in mind, because they take their holidays very seriously. Even Christmas, for that matter, Christmas and New Year, before that, from the Christmas and before the Christmas and New Year, November itself, they start booking their Yule boards, that is like the Christmas dinner or Christmas table, where they have all the Swedish traditions and Swedish traditional foods available on the table. So for that, they have bookings across all the restaurants here in Sweden. So I'm just trying to tell you that they take the festivals very seriously, so you also can participate, come get to know the culture. But keep in mind that these all things are also take care of it on a very large scale, so you can plan and know these things. If you know these things prior, then you can make sure that you have a smooth stay or smooth education. So guys, I hope this video helped you, and if you have any questions, you can obviously send me an email on sparklewithjyoti@gmail.com, or you can just DM me on Instagram, Jyoti in Sweden. It's no more Jyoti Sparkle now, Jyoti in Sweden. And if you can see a difference in the beginning and the later of the video, basically I lost my footage of half the video, so I had to refilm it. That's the reason you might be able to see some differences. I hope that's okay, because information is of course valuable. And do not forget to like, subscribe, comment under this video if you have questions, or share with your friends, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay positive and stay happy. Bye bye. Take care.